Hey, Time Slicers. Welcome to Slice Squad Spills. I'm your host, Nikki Wildflower. I went from a basement apartment to a multiple seven-figure empire. Now I'm here to share how you can do it too. All right. Hi. Welcome. Why did I start like that? All right. Welcome to Slice Squad Spills. I'm your coach. I'm your host. And both, maybe.
And your coach.
I am your host coach, Nikki Wildflower, and I'm here with my sister / co-host, Jackie.
Hello, everyone.
And today we've got something really cool and that I'm extremely passionate about. It's the 6-figure efficiency plan, how to hit 100K by working less. We have done this for hundreds and hundreds of people already. So we know that it works. And today we're going to walk you through sort of the blueprint on how to actually get there. I don't care. Let me preface this by saying I do not care where you live. If you are making less than 6 figures, why are you making less than 6 figures?
Mm-hmm.
It's not where you live. It is probably one of the things that we're going to talk about today, or multiple of the things that we're going to talk about today. So I want to give you guys the simplest way that I know how to get people to that 6-figure mark and then beyond. But today we're just going up to 6 figures. So if you're already at 6 figures, cool. This still might help. You can keep
listening. Yeah. There's going to be nuggets.
But if you're not quite there yet, this is absolutely keep listening. For you. And it's going to be like with working less. That's the key. Not cramming like 12 people into your Tuesday.
Not double booking, not working yourself into the ground and working yourself into burnout.
Not being an emotional support animal to your clients.
All of your clients.
Yeah. So by the end of this, you should understand what stage that you're in right now on the income efficiency ladder. And you should know where that you need to focus in order to grow, why you're stuck where you're currently stuck, and the 3 systems that you really need to grow. How you use your time, how you use your pricing, and how you use your clients. Not use like that. Like, you know what I mean?
Not use like that at all. So like Nikki said, we don't care where you live. Remember that there are stories that have shaped you to who you are today. And those come from your personal life. They come from society. They can come from your family, the stories you were told. And in order for you to grow, you're going to need to question those stories. Okay. You're going to need to be able to say, yeah, the story that I'm telling myself on why I'm not hitting 6 figures yet does not have to be true. And it's actually halting me from growing to the level that I can grow to and to the person that I can be and the business owner that I can be. So like, can you leave your stories at the door just for this episode for right now? It's hard to rewrite those, but like just for right now, come in with an open mind, drop your stories, leave them. We don't want to hear them. Okay. We just want to help you. That's what I got to say about that. Now let's go.
I'm breaking out the notebook so that those of you that are watching this can see, and those of you that are not watching this, you can just watch it on YouTube.
You could pause it right now and then go to YouTube and watch it.
And then like and subscribe.
And share.
Okay, so basically let's start with some kind of like not sexy math. I really hate math, but I've learned there are certain amounts of math that we actually do need in order to be successful. So your income is basically time and then times earned per hour, right? Now, most people are thinking, I'm just going to try to hit 6 figures by getting more clients or adding a day, maybe raising their prices, maybe doing add-ons. But most of the time it's like, I'll stay late, I'll squeeze her in. And you absolutely can hit 6 figures doing that, but that's how you hit 6 figures and hate your life.
That's how you hit 6 figures, hate your clients, hate yourself, hate your life, and burn out, and then try to go be a nurse instead.
Yeah. And so we're not the only people that you could listen to on this. There's a lot of different ways to get to 6 figures.
We're going to teach you how to do it without burning out, like finding work-life balance.
Yeah. I also just want you to like what you do. Love it, maybe. So the 6-figure efficiency plan says cut the time, raise what you earn per hour, keep or even reduce the number of days that you are currently working. My whole thing, at least for hairstylists, like we help all service industry people, but for hairstylists, it's slice at least an hour off of your appointments and increase your hourly by at least 50%. And that doesn't mean you're charging hourly. It just means that your hour behind the chair is worth 50% more. And that is something that we guarantee to the people that we take on. So on average, they're going to see 102% increase in what that hourly rate is, but it's not uncommon for us to see 200, 300, 400% increases within their initial 90 days. So
Let me
if
just
you do,
math the math for all of you. Or were you about to do that? Like math the math on what 50% hourly looks like. Cause I think sometimes like there's a lack of clarity around that. So like, let's just say right now per hour that you're working, you're making around $100 on average. So you like put all of your numbers into a spreadsheet and it breaks down, it spits out that you're making $100 per hour on average. 50% more would be $150 per hour worked, right? 100% more would be $100 more per hour worked. And I just wanted to like put that into perspective.
So let's say that you are on average working 24 hours a week and you're making $100 per hour work. So you're making $2,400. No, let's say that, let's do less than that. I don't have a calculator on me. Let's say, because then you would already be at six figures. So
let me whip it.
Let's do 24 hours worked.
So you're working 24 hours.
And you're averaging $75 per hour. How much is that per week?
$1,800.
$1,800 a week. So it's still kind of close to six figures, but not quite there yet. Now, if you were to do 50% more than that per hour worked, you would be
making $112.50 per hour.
And which would bring them, if they changed nothing about their hours, it would bring them to
$2,700 per week.
Bada bing, bada boom. And if they hit the average increase of 102%.
Let's do it. Ready?
Just do 100 because that seems confusing to me.
100%. So we do 75. So it's $150 an hour times 24. That would be $3,600 per week. And that's what our average client does, is they increase by 102%. But it's a huge difference.
That's you're better than average.
Same amount of hours. Yeah, right. And that's with working the same amount of hours. Most of our clients reduce the amount of hours they're working, and they see those increases. So they're now working 16 hours per week, and they're making $3,000+ per week. When they started at maybe 1,000, 1,500, 1,800 per week, and we're working busting ass.
But this
some of them even start working 40.
Yeah, this isn't just to toot our own horns.
No, not at all. No. We just want to put things into perspective here for you on what's possible. You know.
So, anyways, the 4 stages to six figures, right? So here's what we focus on, like when we bring on somebody who's under 10K a month. Most people live in the same 4 stages. Like their stage 1 survival, that's 0 to 3K a month. I'll do anything for anyone at any time, right? And then you have like stage 2, which is like stability-ish. 3 to 6K per month. I think this is the worst place to sit. I'm so sorry. You're working a lot. You're booked enough. The money is okay, but everything feels like really fragile and random, right? Mm-hmm. Like at any time, this bridge could collapse and I don't have anything to fall back on. That's how that feels. And then stage 3, stretch. What is wrong with me? From the outside, that's like 6K to 10K a month. And from the outside, that looks like, OMG, you're killing it. And on the inside, if one more person texts and says like, hey girl, to reschedule, you're going to go feral.
Right? Or hey, do you have any availability tonight at 7 p.m.?
Yeah, exactly. Then once you get to that 10 to like 15K range, you're efficient, your clients are aligned, your pricing makes sense, and you're not working. I don't know what, I can't think of a good analogy on the spot. You're just not like, you don't hate your life,
hustling.
Which is exciting.
You're not, yeah. I'm again, like, listen, I'm all for working hard and discipline. I think it's important, but like hustling, you don't have to. It does not need to look like that in order for you to be successful and make a lot of money. You don't need to work yourself into the ground.
At each stage, efficiency is either your biggest bottleneck or your biggest cheat code, right? So let's talk about the 3 efficiency systems that actually would get you to 6 figures. Number 1 would be like, I'm going to draw 3 circles here. There are 3 levers you can pull, okay? Efficiency of time.
You haven't even shown us this paper once yet.
Oh, I forgot. Maybe I'm just going to do like a graphic. And efficiency of time, efficiency of earning, and efficiency of clients. Okay,
beautiful.
So I'm holding up the paper. Gorgeous, gorgeous, luxurious handwriting right now. It's totally chicken scratch. But so efficiency of time is like how fast, clean, and consistent you work. Efficiency of earnings is how much you earn per hour, pricing plus sales. Efficiency of clients is who you attract, keep, and build around. But leads, sales, retention, but all looked at through the lens of, is this efficient or is this chaos, right? So let's start with the thing that you can change the fastest, your time. Efficiency of time. Cut an hour, keep the quality. So this will work for stylists, but it will also work for people in other service industries because there's more than one way to be efficient. So we as stylists are lucky that we can make our work more efficient, right?
You can literally like slice your color timing down or slice your extension timing down by using different techniques or methods. Yeah.
So most stylists, but there's other ways to save time too. The consultation process, the booking process, the in between clients process.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But right now we're going to speak to the stylists who are listening. So most stylists are accidentally adding like 45 to 90 minutes to their day. No, more than that. I would say they're adding like 3-4 hours to their day with extra steps that don't actually change the result. So that's like slow sectioning, overfoiling, products that like take 40, 50 minutes to process when there are other products that can do it in 10 or 5, and like maybe lighteners that can healthily do it in 15 minutes. Trapped in like this perfectionism, dead time between bowls, rinses, toners, like not being prepared, not having the cape ready, not having the tools ready, redoing work because they weren't confident the first time and didn't actually understand what they were doing. If that's you, you don't have a talent problem. You have a system problem, right? So you know exactly what efficiency looks like is before client sits in chair, you know exactly how long that service is supposed to take, and you know exactly how you're going to execute that service, right? So you should be able to look at an inspo picture and look at your client's head and say, this is the placement, this is the sectioning. So first thing I do is teach people like pretty much 3 simple sectioning hacks, right? So horizontal, vertical, diagonal. You could make almost any look happen with slices and a variation of backcombing, not backcombing, root smudging, or even like an air touch kind of method. But you should know exactly which one of those 3 is going to get you to the result fastest. And you should actually know it down to how many foils you have placed out. So you never have to overthink again. Like, how many foils.
Me as a non-hairstylist, I'm like,
you're like, yeah, that sounds great. Same thing with extensions. If you're doing extensions and color together, which is one of my favorite things to do, and obviously like Alyssa created Slice Strand, so we are able to do our installs really fast and we're able to do our color really fast. So we're talking the ability to do like with color alone, with color even alone, you can do like a $400 transformation in 2 hours. With extensions, you can do like a $2,000, $3,000 transformation in like 2.5 hours.
Yeah. I've very much been in the chair for that multiple times. And I am such an impatient person, horrible client for any hairstylist. I move, I laugh. I don't want to be sitting down any longer. And to be able to look like a completely fucking new person in 2 hours and 30 minutes I would pay any dollar for that. And I'm speaking to you now from a client perspective. I am not a hairstylist. So
yeah, you know exactly what sectioning and application is going to get you there. You've got the tools to get there faster. The bigger brushes, the bigger foils, like all of those, you batch decisions instead of like standing behind the chair overthinking. And you learn quick systems to be able to be like, okay, this is what I'm doing on this person. Here's what I'm going to use. I'm going to pre-mix this, pre-mix that. And just doing that I have really never had somebody that I wasn't able to get at least that like took my classes that wasn't at least able to take an hour off of their appointment. And that's something we also guarantee. You have a clear, like, this is my process for color, for foils, for extensions. And you ask yourself, if I look at my top 3 services, could I actually shave 30 to 60 minutes off each one without sacrificing the quality? And the answer is usually yes. Like, I'll look at someone's color retouches. I was yesterday, and they're like, well, I use a 45-minute processing time, so I do book those in for 2 hours. I was like, okay, well, what if like you didn't?
What if you could change that?
I was like, and how much do you charge for that? And she's like, $150. I said, so what if you can do it in an hour and charge $150? How would that sound? And, oh, okay, I see. And then my full custom color takes 3.5 hours. Okay. For various reasons, overfoiling, this, that, and the other thing. Okay. So what if, that same thing took you 2.5 and you charged and you still charged $400?
And if you're listening to this and you are in a different industry, because I do know we have some listeners who are, and you're like, how does this apply to me? How do I work faster? You do things like add-ons, premium services that offer more value in the same amount of time. So if you have people paying you for your time. For example, you're a massage therapist like I am, and you're like, how the hell am I supposed to shave my timing down and earn more money? You don't shave the timing off the appointments. You elevate the experience and the session to solve your clients' needs and their problems.
So you're still earning more per hour.
You're still earning more per hour, right? So like instead of, there's a massage therapist I'm working with right now, and her 90-minute service is $210. We built a 90-minute service that's at a $300 rate. That is an elevated luxury experience. When she books more of those, which she is now, her earnings will go up per hour innately because she's earning $100 more in a 90-minute time frame than she would before. So if you're like, how does this apply to me? It can apply to you. You need to sell, like, can you sell more retail? Can you do more add-ons? Can you create a luxury experience that takes you less time, but gives a higher quality and people pay more for?
Sure. And honestly, like that's a service where a lot of people do pay for the amount of time, but there are definitely like luxury add-ons you can do. But if I were a lash artist, I would be like, how could I do this?
How do I do this as fast as possible?
That would, but still without sacrificing the quality, that would be a dream boat. You would have people like me all the friggin' time. Like,
I won't even get my lashes done. I can't,
because I can't lay there
with my fucking eyes closed for that long.
Somebody,
absolutely not.
Is there a Nikki of the lash industry? I must know.
I feel like there are, like, now some lash artists do like smaller, like strips instead of individual, which probably makes it a little bit faster, but I have yet to
need like
hear.
15 minutes in, out.
Me too.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Just like
in 4 weeks.
Glue that strip on, and then let's get out of here.
I don't even care. It doesn't even have to look as good. It could just be mid. I just
me. I'm with you.
But I cannot close my eyes for 2 hours on any random day.
Hell no.
So if you look at those services and you're like, can I shave 30 to 60 minutes off? I'm telling you that you absolutely can. If the answer is yes, but you don't know how, this is your first 6-figure lever that you can pull, because when you cut an hour off of your timing, you're not only able to charge more in less time, because that is higher value for people. I need you to understand that, like, people who have money don't have time. There is no amount that I wouldn't pay for convenience, because I really, really, really need to value my time because of how busy I am. So now, not only do you have more space to bring in other clients, you also are charging the same, if not more, for something that takes less time. You're instantly closer to the 6-figure mark just by doing that. Time is your first form of currency, right? Now, you can be efficient with your time and still broke if your pricing isn't set up right. But actually, I want to say that that's more of like the third system. So we're getting faster, right? But none of that matters if you don't have, if no one knows who you are.
Oh, I'm like are you laughing?
It's going to come off a little bit mean. Yeah. So first of all, you need to figure out, like, one of the things that we first help you with is like, this is exactly who I'm speaking to in my marketing. And then we have a really simple system of how to get people kind of raising their hands, have a short conversation with them, and get them into your business. And that works really well. And so you're faster. You need to actually also fill up your books at the same time. So
yeah, you need to know how to speak to these clients that are going to value the fact that you work faster, more efficiently, and that are also that see the value in the services that you offer in general, not even like outside of efficiency as well.
Yeah. So attracting and converting the right clients is also going to be a huge lever that you can pull. And part of that is really understanding who you're talking to and what problem you solve. No problem, no sales. But yeah, the first thing that we typically pull the lever on when it comes to getting the right people in your chair, because it really doesn't matter if you know all the great techniques in the world, if no one, like I said, if nobody knows who the fuck you are. So
you need to focus on your traffic and awareness. You need to make sure people know who you are and that you exist, and the right people at that.
The right people. So we are going to do a simple formula, how to figure out like who you're speaking to, your niche, and how to make content
I need the world to see. I have the rarest 24 karat Labubu.
Oh my gosh. It's a baby.
This is my baby. His name is Wade. And he just woke up from a nap. There you go. Thank you. Slice Squad Spills co-host, double co-host, me and Wade. Anyway, go on. Sorry.
So obviously, yeah, if you don't have the right people attracted to you, so we're going to hyperfixate, choose exactly who your niche is, who you're talking to, what problem you solve for them. We're going to pick one platform, one
and what
avatar.
This doesn't look like is one day posting a haircut transformation, one day posting a color transformation, one day posting your availability. Like That's not the marketing skill or strategy that we're teaching over here. All right, guys, that's not a strategy whatsoever.
So we're going to teach you how to get the right clients coming to you, raising their hand, that's traffic, and then how to actually have a great conversation and convert that person to a client. It matters a lot if clients consistently ghost you at your pricing. I know that we talked a lot about this last week, but it's 95% of it is in how you're having that conversation.
In the DMs or in person.
So that's it. Traffic and conversion. That's really that and
that's
efficiency.
The second lever.
That's what we're starting with. Then it's kind of like simplifying how you charge, right? So like if you cut 45 to 60 minutes off of a service and your prices don't go up, or you're just charging hourly, you just made yourself more efficient for the same money, if not less. So, and this is why I need to dig into, I don't like to just teach people my technical skills, even though that's what some people want, or that's what they think they want. The reason why is because recently I did a beta of something that is just color focused. And every single person that did it with me shaved at least 30 minutes to an hour off of their appointments. Okay. So then I had after meetings, and one of the stylists that I was working with on their timing goes, okay, so here's what happened. My books are a little bit empty now. And I said, okay, so what happened? They're like, well, I charge hourly. So I charge $100 an hour. And so the highlight service used to take me 4 hours and I would charge 400 for it. But now it only takes me 2. So I'm only charging 200. And I'm like, no, that is the opposite of what we were supposed to do. You don't charge hourly. You still charge 400. You just take less time. That's the whole point. And so
it's now a luxury.
And so now I'm helping that person with that. I don't want you to think I just left them on their butt, but I was like, see, but it just reminded me why I'm like, I won't, like, it is out of integrity for me just to teach you technique. I can't.
No.
Like,
we need you to like actually succeed with what you've learned. That's the point.
And if you don't actually use it to grow your business, grow your income, and get your time back, I'm not interested in teaching it to you. So I'm not your girly. There are other people who
teach just technique.
And some that even focus on like just efficient technique. I'm not saying they didn't like steal the concept from me, but
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they did. Like,
yeah, I'm sure they did.
I see, like, I've been doing this.
You're like, I'm the OG bitch. Yeah.
I am the OG, but it's okay. Like, totally. Regardless, it's fine. Love you all. Teach whatever you want to teach. I don't care. I'm just saying there are plenty of people that just teach efficiency and technique. I still think I'm the fastest hairstylist in the Wild West, but
now you really live in the Wild West too.
Yeah, that's neither here nor there. If you actually want to use it to make more money and like really grow and not work yourself into the ground, then I am your girl, hopefully. Or maybe you even think I'm a little funny or something like that. So,
or you think we're like cute, chaotic, and down to earth, because we fucking are. Anyway, if you resonate with our personalities, you'd have a lot of fun in our community. So we're like the fun moms. Anyway.
Yeah. So efficiency of earnings basically means that every hour you work is pulling its weight. At 6 figures, your hourly is high, not just your total day. Okay. What you're earning per hour is high. Now, when we were just talking about attracting the right clients, that's efficiency of clients. I went a little bit out of order because my brain is chaotic. I'm sorry. So that would be attraction and retention. So more of the right people, less of the wrong ones. That's it. You can be fast, you can be priced well if you're still packed with like bargain hunters, energy vampires, or even just like the wrong services.
Right. Like if your goal is to be a color specialist and you are seeing mostly haircut clients, then our schedule is full with the wrong people. We're not attracting the right clients.
I met with a stylist yesterday who, we did an in-person event and I met with her. You know who you are. Love you forevs. But that stylist is making $20K a month. She's like, with everything that you've taught me to this date, like I am making $20K a month, which is amazing. Right. But she's still working herself into the ground a little bit. She's never done like our consulting or anything, just strands. But what we ended up talking about, she's like, and I like doing all services. Like I love doing haircuts. That's my bread and butter. And I'm like, that's fine. I'm not telling you not to do haircuts, but
not
like,
to do them at all.
How much are you charging for that haircut? So she's like, $95. And I said, how long does it take you? She said, an hour. I said, okay. And what about when you do color? And what about when you do extensions? And so there was a giant discrepancy. She was earning $95. Yeah, she was earning $95 an hour for the haircuts, but when she did extensions, she was earning $300 an hour. And when she did color, she was earning $200 an hour. So I said, do you understand that like, I don't need you not to do haircuts? I need you to charge properly for them because you're losing your ass right now.
Especially if she's not able to fit in more because of the haircuts.
And you're only making $95.
Like, right. If those people are like filling up her schedule fast, and now she has the ability to do a strands transformation, earn $300 per hour, or do more color transformations, earning $200 per hour, but there's no space for them. It's okay to raise, at that point, the demand's high. You raise your haircut price higher to make more sense. So there's less of a gap between her highest ticket service, what she's earning per hour, and that.
And you might lose some. So what?
Lose some people. And then you're still earning more, working less, and then possibly filling, or not possibly, ideally, you're filling that space, right? With the right people. And also, so like, should her marketing speak to haircutting? No, she's already got those clients. She doesn't want more of them. She likes the one she has. Okay. But
we need to lose some.
Yes, we do.
And it's hard, especially for people who have been doing hair for a long time. But this particular stylist wants to make 30, 40K. She can't do that
if we don't make changes. Yeah.
If we don't make changes.
Yeah.
But she can do it when she does. And not only does she want to make 40K a month, she wants to make it in less time than what she's currently working. So we have to be really strategic about that. But that's something that we would focus on more in Premier, which is like the higher level mastermind where you have to be above 10K. So when you build a clean, tight clientele of people that you love working with, who love paying you, that's efficiency of clients, right? So the three pieces are client attraction that filters, not begs. Your content and your brand should loudly say like, this is who I am for. And more importantly, this is who I'm not for. This is how I work. It should show luxury if you're going to charge luxury prices. And I don't mean like Prada Gucci. I just mean like confidence, experience. So the wrong people
authority.
Will filter. Yeah, authority. So the wrong people will filter themselves out. It's funny. So yesterday I had my assistant in my DMs for me because I was at class, right? So she was in my DMs and a guy comes into the DMs and he says like, I don't believe that this isn't a robot. And she goes, it's not a robot. And he's just like testing her, like doing like scrambled words and stuff like that. And she's just like, yes, it means Led Zeppelin, this song, this, that, and the other thing. And he goes, I know this isn't Nikki though, because she would have told me to F off. and my assistant goes, no, you're totally right. It's not Nikki. She's out of class. She's like, but I am a human. And then I went into my DMs and I sent him a picture and was like, now this is me. And I am telling you to F off. And he's like, see, amazing. I knew it. He's like, see, I knew it. That's your brand. And I'm like, yeah. So it's like, I'm going to so like people associate me with like, I'm going to tell you what you need audacious, to hear and not with what you sassy. Want to hear. Right.
Yeah. Bold. Right.
If you bring in clients and they see a future with you and you map it out, that's really going to help you with retention of those clients as well. So retention systems go into that also. Communication is clear. Rebooking systems are automatic. Policies are enforced. That's huge. You are not starting your month at zero emotionally. You don't need 200 new clients a year. You need the right 60 staying, referrals, growing with you. That's efficiency. So let's traffic light this thing. For each area, I want you to label yourself green, yellow, or red. So efficiency of time. Are your services as fast and streamlined as they could be?
So green would be you're working real fast. Yellow would be you could be a little bit faster, but let's say you're full. And red is like, damn, I take fucking 5 hours for a partial.
Exactly. So I want you to,
put yourself in one of those.
Yeah, put yourself in one of those. Are you leaking 30 to 90 minutes? Like, then I want you to do the same for efficiency of earnings. So like pricing and sales. Does your pricing reflect your skill and speed? Do you have a calm, confident way of talking about money? And then I want you to rate yourself on efficiency of clients. Are you attracting, keeping, and upgrading your ideal clients? Or are you exhausted by the wrong people? Are you in a place where like you just don't have enough of the right clients in your chair? Where you are red, that is your next move. Where you are yellow, that is an upgrade zone. Where you are green, double down. You don't need to fix everything. You just need to fix the right lever at the right time. So then you fix the red one and it goes to yellow or green. And then you kind of reevaluate and see where you're at from there. Obviously, once you're past that 10K mark, and honestly, my whole goal of getting you guys in to start with, it's not like a charitable thing. I want you to stay with us long term and come into Premier.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, it's lit in there. Like
it's literally so fun. And everyone's just, imagine just sitting in a room with a bunch of people that like you relate to that are earning 15, 20, 30K per month and going beyond that and like working towards 40, 50.
Yeah.
You know, like
people
imagine
like
sitting in that room and
there's opening salons.
These are like service industry entrepreneurs who started at maybe 5K per month, some of them less.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a really badass room to be
They're
in.
walking the walk.
Ideally, you're coming into that room too. And if we can get you from like 3K to 10, that, you know, quickly,
then you might fit in that room.
Why would you not be in that room? So hitting 6 figures has nothing to do with being Instagram famous. It's really not. And it's not work yourself into the ground. It's efficiency of time, efficiency of money, efficiency of clients. So if you are getting your timing, pricing, and client mix working together, 100K is just the byproduct of that.
It's like easy at that point. Yep.
Now, if you actually want my help doing this in real life, not just in this video.
Help. Me too. I'll help you too.
Okay, sorry. I didn't mean that you wouldn't help. I just meant like, I'm just talking about me.
I'm Nikki Wildflower.
We're all a little self-centered at the end of the day.
Fair.
The thing about me is I'm amazing. You could either come there. I am going to give you a couple options. I'm going to put an application below. If you're the right fit, great. If you're not the right fit, I'm still going to add value for you. So you can fill out an application to kind of work with us, see where you would fit into anything that we have to offer. I am only taking on. So the way that I'm structuring the business right now for my sanity is that like for people 10K and over, I will only take on 5 per month. For people who are under that 10K mark and want to get there, I'm only going to do 20, maybe 30. We'll see. Because the 10K is like, that's my immediate, like I'm fully responsible for their success, not just the group success. Like we have very individualized business plans, but if you're under 10K, you don't need a super, like we know the formula that's going to get you to the 10K. Apply, or you can just send me a DM on Instagram and say, help. Or you could send Jackie a DM on Instagram and say, help. And we can just chat. And it's either going to be me or my assistant, but they'll be very honest if it's them and not me. It's not an effing robot. Like, honestly, you guys, like the first message is a robot. Like if you comment on something and then that, but like,
it's like, here's that video. Yeah.
I'm not going to let a robot like continue a conversation on my behalf. Like, I don't trust that.
I don't trust no AI to act like me or you.
No. And I just want to leave you guys with one thing. Cut it out with the AI captions. I'm so fucking done with it.
Oh my God. If I see another fucking M dash and then a this or that statement, so doing this isn't about this. It's about this.
It's about that.
Like, I know you fucking use ChatGPT. And listen, like you can still use it, but like, please take the M dashes and the this or that's out of it. Please reword it into your own voice.
Don't use it. Write it yourself. Like we are losing the authenticity of humans and the people
because of AI.
Yeah. And the people that are going to continue to thrive, and people are getting like, they don't want to see that. They're not going to read an AI caption. They're just not. So like, no. Or an AI post or anything like it. So you stand out by like not being doing yourself. That and using your voice and being authentic. Like, so
we need that bad. It's like, listen, we've taught our clients and we utilize AI in a lot of ways and we've taught our clients how to use it, but there's a strategic way to use it. And the way you're not going to use it is to like try to mimic your own personality and voice in your captions because it's so fucking obvious and no one wants to see it anymore. Yeah. We're all over it.
Yeah, it was so funny, actually. Like one of the people that at the event this weekend was like, who's making a lot of money already, was like, so should I hire a company to do all of my social media for me? And I'm like, absolutely not.
No.
I'm
it's
like,
the last thing you want to do.
That is the very last thing you would ever want to do. Even with like how successful I am right now, like business wise, I tried it and it was your own content. Absolute not good. So
people ask, like sometimes I've had calls with people and they're like, who does Nikki's social media? Or like, are you hiring? Is Nikki hiring anyone to like do her content? I'm like, no. Like she does that. And no, we are not hiring someone to like try to be Nikki like with the post. It's just, if you are trying to, and you don't need to be wanting to build a brand of having hundreds of thousands of followers, like your business, your service business is a brand and you are the face of it. And if you're only using AI, it's lost in translation. We need connection as human beings. We live in such a digital era. And now that AI is a thing, like we don't get that authenticity anymore either, even through social media. And so it's like, you need to at least 20% of the time, like be face forward, be voice forward in your marketing and show people who you are, what you're about, like take that authority and allow them to trust you as an expert and someone that they would want to come spend time with.
Right, exactly. So even if you are just building local, people don't just buy services, they're buying the person. There's a million people that do talented services. Do you understand? Like they're going to connect with you. And, the dog barking is basically my cue to leave at this point. So if any of this resonated with you, like, subscribe, fill out an application, come DM either of us on Instagram. We will have all the links in the description to do that. And love y'all. See you next time.
Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you for listening to Slice Squad Spills. If you're enjoying the show, please subscribe, leave a rating and review on your favorite podcast platform. Your feedback is going to help us improve and attracts more listeners to the show. Please share with your fellow time slicers. And hey, if you're ready to optimize your time and double your income, we've got you covered.